Okay, folks, so what we're going to do here is basically look at importing. So that's great. We've got the program set up. We've taken a look at what all the different settings do, but now it's time to look at um, how to bring images into it. Now, you guys have done this in your studio classes, a little bit light, but we'll do it a little bit more here. So what we will do is we will come through and go to our handout folder for this week, and I've placed sample images. I've placed 4 shoots. So shoot 1, shoot 2, shoot 3. So let's go to shoot 1. And there's some images. That's what we're going to import first, just to get into the habit of, or just to show you how importing works. So what we'll do is go up to File and Import Images, or we can choose this button right here, Import. And what we'll do is use the import dialog box. Now, if you guys are tethering, you don't need to import because when you're tethering, your camera's select or attached to your computer, you press a button, it goes through. So first and foremost, we'll have import from, import to, backup to, naming, metadata adjustments, file info. I'm going to collapse all of this just to hide it until we need it. Okay, so we're going to import images from. So when you see source, you'll choose desktop. By default, it's on desktop, but we're going to choose folder. If it's not this, it's because that's probably the last place I've actually imported from. Choose folder. I will have already had you guys download the handouts for the week, so we'll go to the sample images, shoot 1. You'll notice you can't select the images. That's fine. You're just selecting the folder that contains the images you want to import. They will pop up here. So this is just something I did. Was walking around doing some street photography. So you can select individual images. So if I want to select only like maybe this image and this image, holding down Command, you can select individual images. Command A will select all, so on and so forth. But if you don't have anything selected, it will automatically import images. And I know this because it'll say 22 images to import. Once you've basically done that, we're going to tell it where to import to. Destination, we want capture folder, not session folder, not selects folder, but capture folder. That's going to automatically put the images in the capture folder that was created for you when you created the session. Most important thing. We don't want a subfolder, we just want capture folder. Okay? And that should stay the next time you import into a session, but just keep that in mind. And when you import into a different session, it'll be the capture folder of the new session. It's not this specific folder, but it's the capture folder of the session. Backup to, if you wanted to do this, you can basically just select a secondary destination and it will go there. But if you're using Time Machine, you have a backup, so it's not a big deal. Naming, I like to just use the image name instead of the job name. To change this, you basically have what's called a token, and it's basically just a little mini tiny program that uses naming conventions. So anytime you see the 3 dots, folks, remember that means options. So if I want to change the naming format, I click these 3 dots. I have presets, so image name is the one that I want to use. Some people prefer to use the session name, but I like image name. The reason for this is I like to keep it consistent. Whatever the camera called the actual file is the way I like to basically name my files for now, for organizing. So we'll just choose image name for now. Click OK. That's my naming. Metadata. Now, we're not actually going to use the metadata option. I'm going to have you guys choose metadata presets. And when you guys have this available, you will see, let's actually just remove this and remove this. You'll have presets available. You'll have user presets. I have a curve preset. You'll have keyword presets and metadata presets. So I have a bunch here for each year. So keywords we'll start with. We'll grab our general keywording. And you probably won't at this point know what this is until you get the metadata video that I've created. But when you do have these created, you'll be able to choose it. Next, you want to make sure stack styles is enabled. It'll be enabled because you'll see a check mark that allows you to apply more than one style. User preset, we'll add our metadata copyright. So this is going to add our copyright information to all the images automatically for us, so we don't have to do it later. And finally, file info. If you click on a file, it'll apparently it's not working right now. So okay, never mind. We'll leave file info alone. Before I import, before I do anything, I always double check my settings. So I go back to import from. That is the shoot I want to include into this session. Those are the files. I want it to go to the capture folder of the session. I just want it to be format image name. Don't worry about job name here. If you typed something here, you'd have to have the job name token for it to apply. So since I don't have the job name token, just the image name token, it's only going to be the image name. Adjustments, it's going to add my copyright information. We're good to go. Import after collection. I just leave that to never open import collection. I just leave that alone. Eject card and erase card. If you guys are using a memory card, I never use this. I don't want Capture One to erase my cards, and I also don't really want it to eject my card. And then we're going to go to import all. You'll see an orange thing here. It's going to generate previews. So the way the program works, it works on proxies, so it has to generate a small preview for you to see it. The reason why you see nothing here right now is because you don't have a folder selected. So once you import, choose your capture folder. There you go. You'll see your images, and you can click on your image. Now look, it's a dude's head. So there you go, folks. That is how you import images. So you're going to be doing that a lot from memory cards, direct from camera, and so on and so forth.